parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Cause nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Being chased out left. It's caught by Sanders. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. pass will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the final tally. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a play fake. Lance completes it to the tight end Kittle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list, as they have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Hurts.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sanders is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Hurts buying time to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Lance.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Lance going to throw.
And he fends him off.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Dancing to his left. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
2nd and 16.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Fury, yellow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up a throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Hurts gets this to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
They'll run with Sanders.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down now. Spence, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And Lance now to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. 2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Now Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Lance back to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Lance looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines,